What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Success Spectrum Podcast. I'm your host, Kadeem McLean, and I wrote you a letter. I'm going to read it for you, and as I read it, you're going to realize who this is for. Dear overnight success, they'll say you came out of nowhere. They'll marvel at how fast you blew up. They'll wonder what your secret is, but we both know the truth. You were grinding before anyone was watching. You were learning, failing, recalibrating, while the world scrolled past. You were building in silence, praying in private, taking messy action when motivation was low and the vision felt far. You worked while they partied. You studied while they doubted. You invested in yourself when it wasn't trendy, when no one clapped, reposted, or cared. Now the spotlight is starting to find you. But this moment, it's not luck. It's the compound effect of every decision you made when it was hard. It's the result of choosing purpose over comfort again and again. So when they say you came out of nowhere, just smile, because you know the miles behind that miracle. You know what it cost, and you know that this is just the beginning. Keep building, keep showing up, because real success was never meant to be instant. It was meant to be earned with respect, a fellow builder behind the scenes. I hope this resonates with you, because I know personally it resonates with me. A fellow builder behind the scenes. I wrote this letter because as an entrepreneur, in life really, but especially let's say as an entrepreneur, there are a lot of ups and downs. There's a lot of emotional times, right? Sad times, even happy times, of course, right? There are a lot of times, let's say, feeling lonely and feeling like the work you're doing is not being seen, valued, heard, or cared for. And I wanted to write this letter for you to show you and tell you that, listen, I understand as a fellow entrepreneur, as a fellow human being going through life. I want you to let you know that you are seen. The work that you're putting in, it is valued. And certain people around you might not see that right now, but as long as you continue going through the forge, going through the fire, going through the heat, you will come out on the other side of this thing stronger. And you're really building yourself. And that's where the true value is. Because in life, they say you're either going to a storm, you're going through a storm, or you just came out of a storm. And in that storm, my personal opinion is the rain that's hitting you. It might be some hard rain, might be some hail, but that rain that's hitting you, it is cleansing you of the person you used to be, the old habits that you need to shed and get rid of to move towards this better version of you who can achieve what you're aiming to achieve and accomplish those goals and visions that you have and you're aiming to accomplish. And that needs to happen because in order to accomplish those things, you need to become the best version of you, the better version of you. And that's what going through those storms is doing. I mentioned the fire, the forge earlier. Same idea. You're going through the forge, you're going through the fire because as steel or iron goes through it and it's being hammered down, it's making it stronger. They're compacting it to make it stronger. And that's what's happening to you right now as you go through these trials and tribulations, as you build your overnight success. And of course, we know it's never really an overnight success. As the letter states, you're putting in so much effort behind the scenes, but you're not really seen. No one sees, I don't want to make it personal, but I'm saying this to make a point to you. No one sees me getting up at 4:30 to come here on a Sunday morning and record these episodes, driving an hour, 45 minutes here and then an hour, 45 minutes back. No one sees that, an hour or 45 minutes. Nobody, in my Sundays personally, it's my only day of the week where I don't have any work schedule. I purposely block my calendar on Sundays. Every other day of the week, clients can book me. I can have different events going on. I have work and these other things. Sundays is the day where I personally aim to shut it down. And I had to say, okay, a day of rest, a day of peace. If I want to wake up and go for a hike, I can do that. Go for a walk. If I want to just chill and watch a movie or a show or read a book, listen to some music, I can do that. If I want to go visit family, cool, I got that. Whatever Kadeem wants to do. But instead, come here and I record. And that just is another thing that I decide to do. It's not what was me, but nobody cares for that, right? Nobody cares that I'm doing that is what I mean. Nobody sees me getting up at 4:30 to come here. Nobody sees that effort. And maybe they shouldn't care because the value is what I'm getting out of it. And the value is for you listening. You're getting this information. You're getting this content. You heard the letter. And that in itself, I hope you find it valuable. And even if you don't find it valuable, I find it valuable because I have to remember that this is helping me to become the better version of myself, to achieve what I'm aiming to achieve. I'm in the fire. I'm being forged. I'm in the storm. I'm being cleansed. And whatever comes from this, whether it's directly on these episodes, whether it's the skills and discipline that I'm building, which lead me to the next thing, it's valuable. There's tremendous value there because I don't know what this is going to lead to in terms of a branch off. It's going to lead to a new idea. It's going to lead me to starting different businesses and promoting them on here, whatever the case might be. Different interactions with people, different events might lead somebody to connecting to watching this and getting tremendous value out of it. And same thing for you. Maybe nobody sees currently. I guarantee you somebody sees it, but maybe you don't think anybody sees what you're doing. Those around you, your loved ones, maybe they don't notice it. Maybe they don't seem to value it or care for it, but you should value it because it's shaping you into being that person, that better version of yourself who can achieve those dreams, those visions, those goals, and achieve the life you're aiming to achieve. But you can only do that once you become the better version of yourself. And that's what this is doing. These storms, this forge, this fire is helping you to become that better version. As a subscriber to this podcast or a listener to this podcast, I want to give you $30. How am I going to do that? Enter Rakuten. Rakuten is a platform where you can find deals of the week. And on here, it doesn't matter if you're looking for clothes, doesn't matter if you're looking for electronics, services, food, you can get cash back. $30 cash back, rather 30%, 20%, 4%. You can get Dyson, Yeti. I know a lot of us need to file our taxes. Those of us who are late, you can use Intuit TurboTax to file your taxes. Ancestry. There are deals upon deals on here. And here's how it's going to work. I refer you. You click the link in the description. You spend $30 on this platform. Guess what? We both get $30 back. Sounds like a win-win deal, doesn't it? Go ahead and click that link in the description and get yourself your $30. You started this for a reason. Whatever you might be doing, you might be building a business. You might be building generational wealth for your family, whether it's through a job or a business. You might be aiming to become healthier and more fit. Whatever it is you're doing. People might not see the effort you're putting in, or at least it seems like they don't. And again, maybe it seems like they don't care for it, but you need to care for it. And I guarantee you, once they see the value in it, they will care for it. But that doesn't even matter because you need to value it. And if you don't value it, then nobody else can value it. Stick to the plan. You started this thing for a reason. That vision, that goal, whatever you saw when you started this thing or whatever you see now, that should be your reason to keep going because you are getting tremendous value by every step of the way becoming a better version of yourself. The overnight success, we've already put in so many miles, so many kilometers, so many steps, but we haven't reached that quote unquote overnight success. And it's okay. Keep going one step at a time. You started this for a reason, whether it's your mission, whether it's your passion, whether it's your vision, your goal, your dream, your desire, you started for a reason. Stick with it. Don't let other people stop you. Don't let you stop you. Because the only way to not get the value out of this journey now and for it all to be a waste is if you quit. That is the only way. The only way to really fail is to quit. And that is exactly what you would be doing. Yes, it might feel like you're taking a lot of losses, a lot of L's, people call it. But I heard something the other day. And I don't know who said it, but it was on Social Proof Podcast with David Shands. It was one of his guests. There is an L in failure and there is an L in successful. We got to take a lot of L's before we get to the wins, the W's. So, especially as an entrepreneur in life, but again, especially as an entrepreneur, you will take a lot of L's, which lead you to getting those W's. The losses stack up to becoming a win if we learn and adapt and keep going. So again, yes, it might feel like we're low. It might feel, an emotional low point, sad, frustrated, angry, wondering why we haven't reached certain heights yet or whatever the case might be. But again, think about that vision, that goal, what you're aiming to achieve and focus on. And then focus on becoming the person you need to be that can achieve those things. Because if you focus on the person you need to be, you'll realize that you're being forged right now. You are being forged going through the fire. You are being cleansed going through the storm. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Chinese proverb. Listen, if you've been a struggling entrepreneur, you feel like you're putting in so much effort constantly, daily, so much time, effort, and energy, but you feel like you're stretched thin. You feel like you're overworked, overwhelmed, and underpaid. I have a campaign running right now, and it is called the Apex System. This is something that is going to help to change your life as an entrepreneur. Because we're going through the system and I'm going to teach you all about it. A stands for automation. P stands for prioritize. E for elevate. And X for excel. Each of these things, this 4-step system is going to help you to change your life. And instead of being overworked, overwhelmed, and underpaid, you're going to live a life that you really want to live. The reason you started this business that lifestyle you've been aiming for, we're going to help you to accomplish that by now doing the tasks that you love to do, be overpaid, and have the time to spend with your family, your loved ones, or to have that freedom that you've been seeking. Freedom of time, freedom of location, and of course, freedom of finances. But that only works if you go ahead and you register. apexaffiliation.com/system. Go there, register, so that you can understand how this 4-step system really will help you to elevate. apexaffiliation.com/system. I'll see you there. I constantly remind those around me, one step at a time. And of course, I remind myself, one step at a time. You do not build a house by laying 1,000 bricks all at one time. You build a house by laying one brick at a time. You do not take a journey of 1,000 miles by taking 1,000 steps at one time. You take one step at a time. So this is just encouragement to let you know you're seen. I see you. You're seen. Other people who have gone through or are going through a similar journey, maybe in a different avenue, whatever the case might be, but similar journey nonetheless. We see you. You're not alone. You got community. You got people around you who do see you. Might not be the immediate people in your immediate circle, but we see you and we're on this journey together. And that's why I wrote this letter for you and I wanted to share it with you. It resonates with me and I do hope it resonates with you. I just want to reiterate one part of this here. This hits me. It hits me quite hard. You worked while they partied. You studied while they doubted. You invested in yourself when it wasn't trendy. When no one clapped, reposted, or cared. And again, maybe they shouldn't care, but you have to care. You have to value this. You have to be the one to put emphasis on this that says, this is forging me into who I need to become. So I'm sticking through it because I know what's on the other side of this thing. I know what's on the other side of this thing. So I'm going to stick through it because I know what I'm aiming to do, what I'm aiming to become. Don't let anybody talk you out of it. Do not let anybody talk you off of your path. It's your path, not theirs. They might try to throw roadblocks in your way, and this isn't about haters or anything along those lines, but they might try to talk you off the ledge, let's call it. Don't let them. You were meant to leap because you're meant to fly. Hopefully this was helpful for you. Hopefully this was valuable for you. If this meant anything to you, share it with somebody who needs to hear it, because I believe this is a powerful letter that just about everybody needs to hear. We all go through our own struggle. We all go through our own ups and downs and feel like the effort might be invisible and nobody sees it. So that's why I made this episode for you. I wrote this letter for you. And just to reiterate, real success was never meant to be instant. You might be years on this journey. Stick with it. Stick with it. Again, as long as you see that vision, you see those goals, you know why you started. Stick with it. If you started because society told you so, maybe this isn't for you. Maybe this is not for you. But if you started because you saw visions and goals, you saw a dream, stick with it. Real success was never meant to be instant. It was meant to be earned. Kadeem here, and I'll see you on the next one.